Chicky Maine, aka Dabu.com, with your Dabu.com video surf forecast update. This surf forecast update brought to you by Salt Life Food Shack with 2 locations, Jacksonville Beach and Coral Springs. Coming soon, Stewart and St. Augustine. Get shacked at the Shack, Salt Life Food Shack. Here's the latest look at Tropical Storm Chantal, and Chantal looks like she's beginning that phase of where she's going to start to degrade now. The area of circulation is totally exposed. We can see this in the visible satellite imagery now. So here's where her circulation center is, and you can see all of the convection is well displaced to the southeast of the center of rotation. We've got a big ball of convection here and another big ball of convection here. Wind shear is starting to take its toll. Here's a look at the convective imagery, and again, the center of rotation is probably right in here, and as you can see, the convection is displaced well towards the southeast. Now, Chantal is forecast to move off towards the west-northwest, and is forecast to be an open wave as she comes in here. So she's getting ready to enter a hostile environment. Do not anticipate any additional strengthening over the next 24 to 48 hours. Wind shear is running about 40 to 50 knots to the southwest of the island and 20 to 30 knots to the north of the island. The 20 to 30 knots is a little bit more favorable, and interesting to note, there's a small portion of the eastern tip of the island where wind shear has dropped about 5 to 10 knots in the last several hours. So the island itself could play a big key into what's going to be happening with her as we move on over the next 72 hours. Go ahead and put this into motion for you. And again, through the trained eye, you can see that here is the center of rotation right in there. That's her circulation center right there. And again, all of the convection is well displaced to the southeast. If you've been following our forecast, you know we've been monitoring this upper level low that's spinning over here in the Bahamas. Now, this is going to have an effect on Chantal's eventual track. As you can see, as this counterclockwise rotation is spinning in here, we're getting some lift over the island of Hispaniola. So this is why when Chantal starts to enter the picture in here over the next 20 to 48 hours, you can see how the flow is out of the south to the north in here. So this is going to start to draw Chantal more on a northwest track and try and pull her in here into the wake of this upper level low. This upper level low feature is forecast to move across South Florida into the northern Gulf of Mexico. Now, here's a look at this morning's forecast track and intensity map from the National Hurricane Center, posted this morning at 11 o'clock. And as you can see, the National Hurricane Center keeps Chantal a tropical storm throughout. We don't think that's going to happen. We think she's going to drop either to a depression or an open wave once she crosses over the island of Hispaniola. But as you can see, once she gets into the northern Bahamas at 8 a.m. on Sunday, the National Hurricane Center is starting to bend her a little bit more towards the west, and it's coming over to the idea of what we forecast last night on our Facebook page. So that's it for now. We're going to start to hone in a little bit on the sea state analysis over the next 24 to 48 hours. As of right now, the Tropical Forecast Branch is calling for seas building into the 15-foot range just east of the central Bahamas. Stay tuned to the forecast.